Hi children, today I will be teaching you to do this question. Write the key signature of the given scale. So here you can see they have given you 5 keys, right? You call them as keys, K-E-Y-S. If it's one, then you call it a key. They are asking you to write the key signatures of the given scale, right? So here you can see the chart of the relevant sharps and flats, right? So the sharps for treble, the sharps for bass, and I told you the sharps and flat pattern cannot be changed. They are fixed. It's universally accepted and it's fixed, right? So therefore you are going to just write these sharps and flats considering the proper clef, and you will be filling it here. Now I'll show you how to do this question with this sharps and flat chart, right? They are asking you to write the key signature of F major. So let's see here. F major has one flat, right? F major has one flat. But for treble clef, B flat is on the third line. For bass clef, your B flat is on the second line. The given clef is bass clef. Therefore, you will be writing F major's B flat for bass clef on the second line. This will come as your answer. Okay. So you will write this near the clef. Don't go and write it in the middle, in the corner. No, next to the clef. You know, key signatures we write next to the clef, closer to the clef. Don't write it in the center. Don't write it at this end. Write it closer to the clef. Next, E flat major has 3 flats. You can see B flat, E flat, A flat. This pattern is different for bass clef. Why? Here B flat is on the third line, here B flat is on the second line. E flat is on the fourth space, E flat is on the third space. A flat is on the second space, A flat is on the first space. That's why I tell you, please memorize this chart. To do these type of questions, you will at least need the 3 sharps, 3 flats pattern by heart. You must memorize it and practice to draw the pattern. So E flat major, treble clef they have asked. So the same thing we will write it here. Starting from the third line B flat, fourth space E flat, then second space A flat. That's how you will do that question. G major, bass clef. G major has one sharp, F sharp. For treble clef, F sharp is on the 5th line. For bass clef, F sharp is on the 4th line. So the same thing you will draw it here on the 4th line, closer to the clef. Make sure your sharp must indicate either the line or the space. So we need 4th line, so the 4th line is drawn over here. D major, treble clef, the next one, right? D major has 2 sharps, F sharp, C sharp. Given clef is bass, treble clef. So you will write F sharp on 5th line, C sharp on the 3rd space. Same thing you will write over here. F sharp on 5th line, C sharp on the 3rd space. Always remember, write them closer to the clef, not in the center, not at the next end. Closer to the clef, because with key signatures means we write it closer to the clef. Next question we are having is A major. A major has 3 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. Given clef is bass clef. So this pattern you will write it here. F sharp on the 4th line, then C sharp on the 2nd space, G sharp on the 4th space. This is how you will write the A major key signatures. Now we will do another paper. Right. Write the key signature of the given scales. G major. G major has one sharp, F sharp, given clef is treble clef. So you will write the same F sharp on the 5th line over here. Make sure line means it must be a proper line. So it's little long, so you erase that balance part. Bass clef, B flat major. B flat major has 2 flats, B flat, E flat, and for bass clef you write B flat on the 2nd line, E flat on the 3rd space. Same thing you will write like this. D major for treble clef. D major has 2 sharps, F sharp, C sharp. F sharp on the 5th line, C sharp on the 3rd space. So same thing you will write here, F sharp and the C sharp on the 3rd space. Okay. Next we have E flat major for bass clef. E flat major has 3 flats, B flat, E flat, A flat. Bass clef has 3 flats, B flat on the third line, E flat on the B flat on the second line, E flat on the third space and A flat on the first space. So same thing you will write here, B flat, E flat, A flat. See, same thing is here. That's why I say please memorize 3 sharps for treble, 3 sharps for bass, 3 flats for treble, 3 flats for bass. This pattern must be in your heart. Next, treble clef F major, right? F major has 1 flat, that is B flat on the third line. You will exactly draw it over here. That's all. So now we will do another paper, same question but in a different style. Right, here the same question they have asked in a different style. Name the major scale or rather the key which has the following key signatures. All this time we saw how we must write the sharps or flats inside the given bar. Now they have given you the sharps and flats in the bar and they are asking you to write the key or rather the scale. Right. Who has 1 flat? We know in our key signature chart. Who has 1 flat? F major has 1 flat. So you will write F major. Capital letters. You know we write music notes using alphabet capital letters. F major. Major already written, so we only write F. Who has 1 sharp? You can see who has 1 sharp. G major has 1 sharp. So you write your capital G and major over there. There is nothing inside this bar. Then to whom does this belong? When there are no key signatures, that means it's C major. C major doesn't have any sharp. C major doesn't have any flat. C major doesn't have any key signatures. Who has 3 sharps? You can see 3 sharps are there for A major. 3 sharps are there for A major. So you write your capital A. Who has 2 sharps? Who has 2 sharps? You can see here who has 2 sharps. D major has 2 sharps. So you write the letter D over here. This is how you will do this question. Right, let's see another question similar to it. Name the major keys which have the following key signature. First one is done for you. Who has 1 flat? F major. Who has nothing? An empty bar. Empty bar, nothing. No key signatures, no sharps, no flats. It is C major. Who has 2 flats? B flat major has 2 flats. Who has 2 sharps? D major has 2 sharps. Who has 3 sharps? A major has 3 sharps. Who has 1 single sharp? G major has 1 single sharp. So I hope you understood how to do this type of question when they ask you to write the key signatures or rather the scale. Study well and all the best, children.